Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rukakudash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to 144,000 men that especially believe in His word and our trust sincerity, sacrifice their lives to wills and do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigner scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father, name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son, name is Yahweh Shai. And Lord, when this video edifying, quick and straight to the point. This video right here will be entitled, There's a Much Needed Judgment to Come. And I entitled this lesson like this because, obviously in our daily walk, you see things that, and not just in our daily walk, you see things on a national scale that these heathens, beginning with Esau, Edom, believe that whatever they got going on, whatever they feel, whatever they think, and how they're running things, even your managers, even your bosses, so on and so forth, they believe and think as if everything is all okay. And not just all okay, but they think as if everything is going to just go in their favor. And even pursuant to the heathens, they believe the same thing and think the same thing, right? And we're obviously seeing that obviously us being prophets and the hopeful elect, that we see and know that everything that these people believe in, everything that these people put their time, energy, and effort into, everything that these people put their money into, everything is going to be crushed, right? Crushed without any explanation. Well, it is an explanation, but the Heavenly Father is going to get tired of explaining things, right? These people need to be crushed and humiliated and humbled, and the Heavenly Father is going to bring His Son to bring that wrath, that almighty wrath, and it's just a matter of time. But Esau, Edom, started with him. He believes as so and as such that he is just what's the saying? The best thing since sliced bread. And we obviously know in the scriptures he's not. And that's just his pride speaking. But these heathens have pride too as well. They think, they're the next ruler, they're the next kings up. They're the next ones up. And we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai that is not the case. So I'm going to grab this real quick. What's that? Psalms 49. This is Psalms chapter 49. And I'll just get straight to the point, verse 11, right? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And I grabbed this because this is exactly what the Edomites do. Well, mainly the Edomites. Now, obviously, you see other heathens doing this, but primarily who? Esau, Edom. He do things like this. These are the characteristics of what Esau, Edom. And their inward thought is what? Their mindset, their thought, their hubris, thinking that they're going to rule forever and ever, that everything they build will never be destroyed. And that's obviously hubris. Because when the Heavenly Father says what? They shall build and I shall throw down. And that's in Obadiah too as well. But this is talking. I'm using this precept because why? Esau, Edom thinks like this, but so does these other nations. Psalms 83 goes into the list of our enemies. Our other enemies believe and think the same as Esau, Edom. They believe and think they just had the Israelites in captivity yet again, and not just only that, they think that the Heavenly Father isn't going to redeem us. And these heathens, some of these heathens know, right, to an extent that we are the biggest threat to everything that they hold dear. And that's good, and that's gladly so, because the Heavenly Father, beginning with the Heavenly Father through His Son, Yahweh Shai, well, let me re-say that. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son named Yahweh Shai, is going to destroy this. Destroy everything that these people hold dear, that they built that they spent time into, that they're invested to. No matter if it's houses, kids, cars, clothes, money, all of these things. The Lord is judging old, elderly, adults, so on and so forth. The Lord ain't playing. And, you know, obviously as our time of judgment comes near, or by the time of judgment, I mean the time of our temptation, our greatest test on earth, and in history shall come, you know, Lord willing, we all be in the, and by all, I mean all of the hopeful elect be all in the same mindset, right? All of us that's in this faith, truthfully, be in the same mindset that fuck this is gonna be vulgar, but fuck this and fuck everything that they have to hold dear. Fuck the MOTB and to hell with this place. You know, I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for other brothers as well. But, you know, these are the things that you have to keep in mind in that time of temptation. Would you rather be comfortable being a slave, or would you rather be comfortable being with the Heavenly Father on the right-hand side? Well, I'm speaking as the men, and I'm speaking to myself as well, because this is something that is a very small, selected group of people will only be able to tell this in history, right? But anyway, from there I'm going to jump to Proverbs 11 as well, because these heathen think that, they're the one to keep ruling. We, as Israelites, we only had a brief period of time in history to rule. And these heathens have had thousands and thousands of years to rule. And we see that everything that they've been doing since they've been ruling has not benefited the planet Earth whatsoever, nor the inhabitants of the earth. Now, obviously, to a degree, you know, these outside the Esau Edom, they let, you know, the Israelites do certain things, but even these heathen know to an extent that if we come back to our power, our Heavenly Father, right, and His only begotten Son, they're destined to lose. And that's exactly what it says in Jude 5, beginning at verse 17. Really the whole chapter, but the main points is Jude 5, chapter 5, and verse 17 and on down. They know that. So that's why they keep trying to have us going off on each and every single turn. And it's going to come to a point where they're not going to be able to pray on our downfall anymore. The Heavenly Father not going to allow them to pray on our downfall anymore. So this is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. Now this is also dealing with money, but I'm using this because a false balance, right? Dealing with the heathen ruling over us, it wouldn't make sense, and it's unbalanced and unrighteous for the Heavenly Father just to let these heathens rule over us. And not just rule over us, but we were given the promises, and we have not been able to have those promises whatsoever. Because why? These heathens been ruling, and we've always been linked to going off, and the Lord is going to remove that from us. Once we stop going off, once we get the new hearts, the fleshly hearts, we will never go off ever again. And not just go off, not go off, but be immortal and righteous, right? These heathens have always had a helping hand in our destruction. You know, First Ezra 1, you know, and First Ezra chapter 4, Salakia, going into the Edomites helping the Babylonians, right? Raise it. Actually, I'm gonna grab that. What is it? Raise it. Is it with an I? Raise it. Let me see. Okay, raise it. Let me see. Salakia, I'm trying to grab this real quick. I think it's in Obadiah as well. Actually, no, it's Psalms 137, but I believe it's in Obadiah as well. Okay, you know what? Nope, it's in Psalms 137. Salakia, y'all. This is Psalms chapter 137. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you right. Yep. This is Psalms chapter 137, and I'll start at verse... I'll get straight to the point. Verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. And yeah, they'll say, burn it down. These heathens have, beginning with Esau Edom, he always had a hand in our afflictions, no matter to the biggest of things to the smallest of things. You always know that there's an Edomite tied to it. right? The reason why welfare is the way it is, the reason why a lot of Negro males don't have their father in the homes, a lot of the reason why Negro women are the way they are and destroyed, a lot of the reasons why our food is poisoned, our water is poisoned, our clothes are poisoned. Damn, when you really think about it, there's no way out of this. There's no way but up. And by no way but up, I mean what? The Heavenly Father delivering the elect. There's no other way to get out of this. The MOTB is not your way out of this. It's only going to make it worse. But anyways, this is... Oh, actually, I'm going to read verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And it's going to come to a time, right, where we're going to be able to see the downfall of Babylon the Great. But also, these heathens have what? Rejoiced over the downfall of Jerusalem, which is the Israelites, which obviously we're a people before Jerusalem is a people before a place. It was more than just destroy. Oh, well, it's more than just destroying the people. They destroyed at the time they destroyed our connection to the Heavenly Father, which is what? The temple. But what? The Heavenly Father always had that. The temple was just a placeholder, right? Obviously, in ancient times, even before we got into the land, there were just men predestined to have a connection with the Heavenly Father, such as Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, so on and so forth, right? Even back then, we didn't have a temple, but what? The Heavenly Father dealt with those men with it by angels. And Moses, the Heavenly Father dealt with him personally. So at the end of the day, they could destroy all the physical temples all they want, but they're not going to destroy the spiritual temple. Regardless of what they think, feel, and believe, they shall always be able... let me grab that. Derision. Damn, laugh. I can't think, but the Lord is going to laugh at those he have in derision. Because why? They think that what they're doing is going to be the end-all, be-all. They think what they're doing is going to profit them greatly in the end, and it ain't. So we're going to witness the fall of our enemies, one by one, piece by piece. So I'm going to grab this real quick. This is Zephaniah. I always get Zephaniah and Zechariah mixed up. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 15. Oh no, Zechariah. See, I always get them mixed up. This is Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. But that go hand in hand too. But anyways, this is Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. And yeah, they're at ease because why? They got us conquered right now. They have the Negro, Latino, and Native American man conquered, removed from their homeland, have them constantly sinning, constantly rebelling against the Heavenly Father, to the smallest of actions to the biggest of actions, right? They got the 2/3 like that, but what? The elect ain't going to be like that. The Lord is gathering the elect to come against the multitude of the heathen, right? For I was but a little displeased, for they helped forward the affliction, and the Edomites helped forward the affliction as well. Beginning with the Edomites, they forward our affliction, and these other nations did. These other nations outnumber us. 1 to 1,000. Because why? You only have they outnumber us. Long story short, but what? Verse 16, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. And yeah, the Lord is going to bestow his mercies and blessing unto the children of Israel, right? We're going to have the victory in the end, and that's exactly what we're going to come into. What's that saying? Home stretch, So we walking into that home stretch. We got to finish out, and I'm saying this for me as well. But we walking into that home stretch, so we got to be girded up, locked in. Girded up and locked in. So yeah, but I ain't gonna make this too long. Lord, when this video is edified, I'm gonna close out by giving all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Lord, win this video. Edifying. Until next one. Shalom.